Hello, and thank you so much for joining me for Lunchtime Look. My name is Sharon Rogers, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Wells, Maine. And every Thursday at noon, I like to bring you a little creative break in your day, kind of setting up the weekend for you to go into it with some ideas. Now, sometimes it's a project that I present, and sometimes it's more of a tip, maybe involving a tool or some other product that we have. Today is a tip, a very useful tip, I think, if you are creating a lot of the same card, or perhaps a card that has a lot of the same die cut on it. Let me show you what I mean. One of my favorite bundles currently, and this may be for a while, is Lovely Arrangements. I have seen so many beautiful things done with this bundle and the coordinating designer series paper. But it's a great bundle. The stamp set has just 3 images, very simple images, but they'll go for a lot. And it's got 9 sentiments, different sizes and different fonts, and for different occasions. And then there's this fun die set where 3 of the dies do cut out these stamped images, and then there are some other ones, including some freestanding leaves and labels, and then just some background designs. So I wanted to create a swap for onstage. But anytime you're creating some cards, like I find it helpful to create multiples at the same time, especially if I love a design. And sometimes those designs involve multiple images and die cuts that you want to put on each card. And that's the case for this card that I'm going to be creating for my swap, which I haven't totally designed yet, but I know that I want some die cut elements. So I'm going to put a piece of grid paper. This is actually on the centimeter side. Doesn't matter for me right now. This is the new Stampin' Positioner. And Stampin' Up! Offered it to demonstrators about 2 weeks before it became part of the join offer in February. So I picked mine up then, and for the month of February, anyone joining Stampin' Up! Will get this added to their starter kit for free. So you get $125 worth of merchandise for $99, but you also get this Stampin' Positioner, which is a $50 value. So, plus free shipping, of course. So I'm going to show you one of the best ways to use the Stampin' Positioner, in my opinion. So I want to stamp and die cut lots of these 2 flowers. And I can die cut 2 flowers at once, of course, but usually when I'm die cutting, my plates are kind of warped. I have to use some low-tack repositionable tape to hold them down and in place, and that just gets to be very tedious. You can die cut a lot faster when you don't have to line things up exactly. And sometimes, if you are the type that like to die cut first and then stamp because you've got photopolymer stamps and can see through them, that's great too, but that's a one at a time kind of stamping thing. So what I'm going to do is I've mounted my 2 floral images on my Stampin' Positioner plate. So the plate has 2 holes here, and they go over these little springs at the end. And then there's springs on the other side of this. It is such a cool design. I'm going to ink up these flowers first. Well, actually, I'm not going to do that, but that's how I'm going to be stamping. But I thought I would create a template for my die cuts so that I can stamp right on my die cuts and just die cut first. So I die cut these flowers out of Petunia Pop just because I wanted some contrast so I could more easily find my die cuts. You can see that if I bring them in here, you can see they fit right in there. They pop right in there. That's where they came from. This one, let's see, the single flower is up here at the top. Okay, that one, that's where that one came from. Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold this onto my plate, and I've die cut a whole lot of these blanks. I'm going to put these in here, and then I'm going to stamp on them. But how do I know where to position my stamps? Well, if you take your photopolymer stamp and you're going to put this right down inside the die cut. Now I need to get over it a little bit, so I might have to get really close to my, there's a little bit of extra room outside because this is one of the die cuts that has a little bit of a shadow on the outside. And then we've got this one. So I just want to position that as best I can in there. Looks pretty good, I think. All right. I'm going to put my top plate, on so that the holes go right here. Press down, and then that picks up my stamps. So now if I ink this up, now obviously I want some stuff in there, so I'm stamping on it. But look at what happens. I'm just going to show you without it. You've got your flowers going in the holes right where they're supposed to go. So let's go ahead and put some of these white blanks in here that I've got. All right. I'm going to ink up again. And so I'm inking once. Put my plate on, press down, and there I've got some beautiful, I should show you, some beautiful stamped flowers. And we can just pop the next blanks in there and repeat the process. Make sure your blanks are in the holes. Ink it up. Press it down. Again, perfect images. Now I'm going to show you something. All right, so I've got, again, perfect images, and it goes very, very quickly. So I can die cut everything all at once without having to worry about lining things up. And then I just keep replacing the blanks in there. It is such a fantastic tool for this, and especially when you're swapping. Here is a sheet that I did. I was demonstrating this. You may remember my picture of my hand that had a lot of green on it. Well, this is what I was demonstrating. But you can also see that there's these 3 little starfish right in here. Well, the first swap that I have created for my event next month in California, I was stamping this trio of starfish. It's one stamp, but the dies are tiny. And so to place that on there, like to stamp and then die cut each one, was a lot of tedious work. That's what made me think to get my Stampin' Positioner out and use this technique that I had taught before with the Stamp-A-Majig. And so I stamped, I die cut, I stamped through it. And one of the things that stamping through it does, I should bring you back this, is if you ever get off, so sometimes with repeatedly picking this up, or maybe even you bump it at some point, sometimes the magnets might shift, like if I bump it or something, I don't know, and it gets off. Well, because the stamped image is there, I can go back and this is where I need to put it to get a good stamped image. And then I can put it right back. So I always do like to stamp it on the grid sheet first so that I have that record right there. All right, so that is my tip for using the Stampin' Positioner to die cut lots of images when you are creating either lots of cards or cards that have lots of the same flower or whatever on it. Hope you found this helpful. Thank you so much for allowing me this time to share with you how you can easily and with less frustration create multiple stamped die cuts of the same image. And I know I'm finding this very useful right now as I'm preparing my swaps for onstage. I'll find it very useful when I'm preparing bulk thank you cards for my other job. And I'll be using it next Christmas for sure when I'm creating, mass producing my Christmas cards, because I have so many. And I think it's going to be a great tool, and I'm going to enjoy using it for this alone. but you saw in a previous video some of the other uses for getting the most out of my Stampin' Positioner. Now remember, the only way to get the Stampin' Positioner right now is through the current Join special. The starter kit is always a great deal because you're saving about $40. You get $125 worth of merchandise at only a $99 price tag, plus you get free shipping. But during this month, Stampin' Up! Is going to include a Stampin' Positioner with each starter kit. And the Stampin' Positioner has a $50 value, plus if you consider the shipping, that's over $5 additional savings right there. So now is a great time to join, and I would love to have you join my team. If you've been thinking about it, do it. You're not going to regret it. And not only are you going to get the benefits that I've just spoken about, you're going to get a discount on your future purchases from now through the end of July. And that's at least a 20% savings. And who doesn't like to save? It just means you can buy more stamps or papers or tools or all the wonderful things. If you have any questions, please let me know. I would be happy to answer them. You can email me, Sharon or Stamperhood@gmail.com, and or you can just message me here through YouTube or Facebook. Thank you so much. Don't forget to join me tomorrow night for Friday Night Live at 7:30. We'll see you then.